everybody to the second episode of Spotlight, the program where we discover hidden talent from John Cabot University. Here with us there is Alessandra Longo. She's a graduating senior, and she's majoring in communication and minoring in psychology. So Alessandra, what is your hidden talent?
So my hidden talent is comic making. And I discovered this talent back when I was in middle school. Sorry. By watching anime and reading manga. And I was so amazed by the style that I wanted to copy the work, and that's how I started. But then later on, when I was in high school, I also read Persepolis by JCU, and my interest was further by her work, and that's it.
Well, do you have some mangaka or artists that you look up in this kind of situation?
Yeah, many. There's definitely Clamp for the mangaka artist. That really inspired me in middle school, and they made Cardcaptor Sakura and Yume no Tsubasa, and also, as I said, Marjan Satrapi, also Aline Kominsky-Crumb, an artist from the underground comics movement, on which I'm actually writing my thesis. And basically everyone who's on BuzzFeed Comics is a big inspiration for me. And they also affect my style very much.
Talking about your style, so because you have such different evolution of your favorite artist and who you look up to, did your style changed?
Yeah, I'll say that from the middle school years, in which I mainly copied anime, also especially in terms of facial expressions, how I drew the eyes, and in terms of stories, they were really much alike the manga and the anime. But as soon as I discovered the more autobiographical comics, I'll say it became simpler and more iconic than what I used to draw before, with less details.
So, is John Cabot helping you to develop your talent? And if so, is there can you join your academic career and your passion at the same time, or you have difficulties?
Actually, here at JCU I found the perfect way to combine both my passion and my academic path. Especially with the one credit course making comics as visual literacy, in which I made my very first comic book, 17 pages work.
Wow, 17 pages is a lot.
Yeah, it was quite a bit. It took me 1 month and a half to write it. So, and also the 3 credit course, comic books, graphic novels and visual storytelling has helped me to expand my knowledge on comics in terms of historical context and relevance that they had on the American popular culture. So that was a big impact that JCU gave me, and also I found a way to continue this passion of mine by submitting monthly comics for the JCU Matthew.
So it's like being on your academic path and then enjoy what you love the most, and that's incredible.
Yeah, that's
really
the best.
Incredible. So Alessandra, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Now I'll leave you guys with one of Alessandra's works. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hi everyone. This is the Sorrows of Young Werther, and this is the comic version of the epistolary novel written by Goethe. In this comic, which I've written 1 year ago in the one credit course making comics as visual literacy, I depict a love story which doesn't really have an happy ending as someone might expect. But I wanted to give it a more realistic ending, because not all relationships have happy endings, as you might know. The story is, as I said, an adaptation of the novel, and you might recall the ending of the story if you read the book. So I tried to give it a more modern approach to this story that was written in the 700s, I guess. And the aim of this story is to make people reflect about what they do and the way they act while they are in the relationships. And if you have found yourself in a situation of being with someone and kind of also being on the fence about being with them, then letting them go and wanting to get back together, and realizing that it's not always possible. This comic wants to give you and open up a space for reflection about how we treat the people around us, and I hope that it will be you will enjoy reading this, and that you will find some good food for thought. Thank you so much.